Hi, I'm Raywood. Welcome to IT Security Guru. Now, story to talk about from this week. Anything happen? Of course, it's been a busy week. We started off with the US saying, China, we won't fight with your people, accuse them of hacking American companies for information. Then we had the story about the Black Shades malware, which involved lots of arrests around Europe, and there's also been rumours about a new zero-day Internet Explorer, and we also saw the TrustWave security report come out. What kind of blindsided though by the story about eBay? Now, I appeared on a couple of big media places as a result of it, and well, it's probably one of the biggest stories in a very long time. Certainly it would be compared against the big breach of Adobe from last year, and also we're looking at the Target breach in January. It's, in my words, it's one of the internet's titans has fallen effectively. So I'm going to take you back to Wednesday afternoon when we first heard about this. It actually started off a very good spot by Graham Cluley that PayPal, in fact, not eBay, were asking users to change their passwords. We weren't quite sure why. Turned out a few hours later, a statement from eBay said they'd suffered a cyber attack. And, well, today, here we are, Friday lunchtime. Well, still not completely sure exactly what happened, because the statement from eBay, and all we've had out of them really, is that they said someone got access to a user's, or actually an employee's login credentials, and managed to get into a database which involved, lots of user passwords and which were encrypted, usernames, addresses, dates of birth, lots of things of very sensitive detail which were all stored on the one database. Now we're still trying to answer questions about encryption. Turns out that actually they did use a pretty good standard of encryption, and they used sorting and hashing, which is still pretty good, and we learned a lot about that from the LinkedIn breach of last summer. Now, of course, the thing we need to learn about is how this actually happened. Now, eBay have not been very transparent on how the actual compromise happened, and the other thing was it happened late February, early March, and we didn't find out until the 21st of May, so quite a long period of waiting to hear something. Now, since then, we've gone into overdrive in terms of the amount of different angles of stories. Sky High Network suggested that 99% of businesses in the UK could be impacted because of users sharing passwords, or using the same passwords, I should say, on their eBay accounts as they do with, say, access to Salesforce. Some very good analysis was also done by AppRiver, who found that someone who claimed to be selling access to 145 million eBay records was actually changing the Bitcoin wallet from moving it around. So, and also the same analysis done by Rapid7, and whether that was actually genuine or not. So it really led to a very good collaborative work this week by the security industry. As I said, this is one of the internet's giants. They survived the dot-com boom, and they've outlasted some of their big competitors like QXL, who left in the industry effectively in 2008. And eBay are there. It's a huge name in terms of internet shopping. People would say, I eBay it, as much as they say, I Google it. But is this actually going to bring the company down? Well, my argument is probably no. There will be a loss of confidence, certainly. But the average consumer isn't actually going to go out and think, right, I'm never going to use that website again because they had that cyber attack. That's possibly one of the reasons why eBay been a little complacent when it comes to actually revealing full details of what happened. I'll play devil's advocate by saying that, of course, a lot of people will be very suspicious, and questions are still being asked as we speak of what actually happened, and I think it really does fall upon eBay to come out and actually issue a proper answer to a lot of these very more technical questions that security people are now asking. But titans do fall, and as one person pointed out to me, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Thank you, Brian Honan, actually. I've just recorded it was you who said that. And as a result, that's why 2 days on we are still talking about this, and it hit the national press. It was a top story on the BBC News for a period of time, and we saw lots of TV channels and national newspapers covering it, as well as, of course, us in the tech press. So when will this die down? Not soon, I imagine. I think we've got a bank holiday weekend here in the UK coming up. So we won't be on Monday, we'll be still talking about this on Tuesday. If there's any major developments, I doubt it. But who knows, eBay may actually use that time to come out and think, let's get those statements out there and get journalists like me to go back to work. But once again, we prove lots of points that personal details, they are held by the application or the website, and how secure can they be? They're the ones with our identities, they're looking after them, they're actually creating our identities for them. Should we have a better system? Time and time again, this is going to be discussed, and you know, I would just like to have something a bit more protective around us. They say, this is who I am, this is where I am right now. Can that ever be rolled out? Well, who knows? Maybe not in my lifetime we'll see something like that, but there's some very good technology out there which hopefully will work. And well, in a few days' time when we come back to work, who knows? Maybe something else will be taking our fancy, or maybe we'll still be talking about eBay. So for IT Security Group, I'm Dan Raywood.